Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and Lucid Group started last week down about 69% from its all-time high and then lost another 20% of its value in the middle of the week to claw back just over 21% by the end of the week. So what caused these massive swings in Lucid stock price? And can we expect any more wild swings in the coming days? That's exactly what we're going to answer today. And I also have a very important date that you should mark on your calendar as a Lucid Group investor, because this could cause Lucid stock to move in one direction or another. Now, before we talk about Lucid, I would love for you to take 3 small actions. Smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and click subscribe to join our family of investors. Those 3 actions are greatly appreciated and help out our channel with YouTube's algorithm. So thank you, my friends, for doing that. Now, let's get started. Lucid's stock price dropped last week because on September 1st, key investors were free to sell shares for the first time since Lucid went public. Many PIPE investors, or private investment and public equity investors like BlackRock and Fidelity, bought in at $15 a share during the SPAC deal, which was the largest at the time, as most PIPE deals are worth $10 a share, not $15 a share. Now, this lockup date expiration caused a lot of downward pressure on the stock, because 166.7 million PIPE shares became eligible for sale. And since Lucid was trading in a symmetrical triangle and at the bottom of that trend line, that meant there would be a major move once the stock broke below that trend line. And that's exactly what the stock did. Now, this created a buy the dip opportunity for fans of Lucid Group. And buy the dip, they certainly did, bringing the stock back up just over 21% by the end of the week. Now, it's worth mentioning that other shareholders, not PIPE investors, face a much longer lockup period, likely towards the end of 2021. Now, about that $15 a share PIPE deal for just a moment. Just because 166.7 million shares were allowed to be sold doesn't mean that everyone sold all or any of their shares. Now, yes, there were a lot of shares trading hands on that day. When Lucid's stock price fell, it got to a low of $16.14 a share. Now, if you bought in at $15 a share, would you sell for a 5 to 6% profit? Not if you believed there was a catalyst around the corner. And Lucid has one major catalyst that's on its horizon. Last week, on August 31st, the day before PIPE investors were allowed to sell their shares, Lucid Group had a great idea, and the timing was perfect. Lucid Group announced Production Preview Week at AMP1. Starting on September 27th and running for a full week, Lucid will open its factory doors of its advanced manufacturing plant factory in Arizona to members of the media and financial communities. Policymakers and a select group of customers will also be invited. Invited guests will be able to observe the production processes for the Lucid Air and take a deep dive into Lucid's advanced EV technology with leading engineers. But most importantly, guests will be able to experience new products firsthand through riding and driving. That should create either major headwinds or major tailwinds for Lucid Group. Guests will also have the opportunity to speak directly with the company executives and the engineering team behind Lucid's tech. This preview week for Lucid will create intensive coverage of Lucid's products in development and highlight what the future of transportation might look like. This will give Wall Street a look behind the factory walls, and analysts will start to provide outlooks for what this means for Lucid. This will also give investors an idea of where the company is at on a timeline and whether the company can hold up its production promise. Now, with this in mind, investors will want to consider all the information coming out of this event, as there could be considerable moves made on the stock because of this event. Remember, Lucid's typical trading range was between $20 support and $26 resistance. Now that Lucid is trading below its trend line, its support trend line, it will need momentum to push the stock back into its range. If we look at the last candle on Friday, it was red. That could have been day or swing traders taking their profits from over a 20% run from the week's lows. Now, I believe Lucid's production preview week will push the stock higher. But if there's any bad news or any delays in production of the Lucid Air, then we could see another wild swing lower. As an investor of Lucid Group, paying attention to this event will be very important for short-term and long-term moves on the stock. What do you think about Lucid Group opening its doors and finally letting people test drive the Lucid Air? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.